I'm almost done. I think I got freaking. I can't really see. Oh yeah. I feel like it's a zip. I don't know how I'm gonna get out of here. Check it out. There you got the main entrance. I'm gonna have to go where everyone is at. Here is all blocked off. Over here, can't really go this way. I mean, if you look over there, I'm thinking about just backing up and circling through there and popping out from there. I gotta go that way, but it's pretty tight over there too. Oh, he's done. Nice. All right, I'm gonna prop you guys up. Let me know if it's a weird angle or. How's that? I don't know how I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna try to go this way. Come on, baby. Since you never know with these kind of areas, it can either be wide open or super tight. I gotta avoid this truck right here. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be hitting the curb here. There's a Planet Fitness right across over there, like literally straight ahead. Oh wait, am I going this way? Oh no, I'm going straight. Oh my gosh. I gotta go straight. I can't go take a right. If I take a right, I have to take another right. I need to go left. Okay. Come on. Yeah, this one's a weird one. I gotta avoid this little island here. Yeah, I get to see. I'm going to. I always go to it. It's called Boise Cascade, and the one over here, it's not too bad. It's just a weird location, and I try to go to Planet Fitness right after, and uh, obviously it's super tight here. They got the Hobby Lobby. It's not good here. Italian. What is that? Oh, green screen. That's ugly. Sorry for the shaky camera. Super ghetto. Here's 45 miles per hour. The speed limit is 45, but then later on it goes 35, and then it jumps to 55. Why is it? It progresses backwards? Why? 45, 35, 55? Yeah, it's weird. And then up the road they got a damn the camera. You know, it's crazy. It says it's gonna rain, but it's not raining. It's barely even wet. It's raining on the way here, though. And like all weekend, it was it. Well, leading up to the weekend, it said it was gonna rain. Friday, I showed up Friday home, and it wasn't gonna rain Saturday and Sunday. I went out to go ride on Saturday. It rained, of course. Now it's telling me that it's gonna rain. It's not really raining. Dense fog. Of course, it's raining now. I'm gonna say it's not raining. Yeah, that the camera's not really focusing. Sorry, guys. It's like even worse. Oh my gosh. It's on the right. This guy was flying. He had to stop kind of quickly. I think I have to take a left on this road here. Yup, yup, yup. Of course. I get yellow as soon as I cross over into the middle of the intersection, and then people look at me crazy. They look at me crazy when I'm passing. I get yellow, and then I pass all the way through, and by the time I'm like halfway through the intersection, they get it green, and we're making eye contact as I turn to left, and they're just like staring. I had this one girl mean mug me, and I just like waved at her, and she just like kept like mean mugging me. I like at least I was nice and waved like sorry, but she's not very nice. And it wasn't like one of those lights where I'm passing through and it's like, oh, you could have stopped but you didn't. It was like I passed through and then I got a yellow right when I am in the middle of the intersection. But then I was loaded, so I had to go even slower. By the time I went all the way through, it was for her to go, and she was pissed. She's not very happy. I have to take a right here in this weird. Um, these roads are pretty weird. Oh my gosh, it freaking smells like weed here. All right, right here. This one's a weird one. Opa! This one, yeah, there's so many people here. And I think this lady has like 11 dogs. The security lady right here. She better check me in. Oh no, it's a guy. How you doing? Good. Um, I got a few numbers here. Okay. Let me pull it up. Sorry. Come on, thing. Okay. I got 1-7 numbers and 1-8. 1-7-2-1-4-0-0. And then one. Yeah, I just got another one. A 1-7-2-3-0-0-2. Yes, sir. As soon as possible. Okay, thank you. Awesome. Thank you, sir. Do I pull up to that far left? Oh, man, that was tight, but okay. Let's see if I can make it. Thank you. This boy wants me to freaking avoid hitting this pole and then go around and then go behind that guy. But avoid hitting this pole. I have to go. And then over here, there's like a fence that I have to avoid. So, yeah, it's type 1. I don't get how they don't have much room here. Oh yeah, no, we're good. We're good. That's not too bad. I thought it was gonna be tighter than that, but not too bad. Not too bad. Give me 1 second. I got something real quick. Yeah. Okay. Hopefully, yeah, okay, cool. Why is it like my shit's hot? Like my phone it's hot. I mean, I know it's gotta be hot, but like, no, not like that freaking hot. Let's see if I can cool it down a little bit. How's that? Oh my gosh. It's like not working out here. Yeah. All right. It's good. Um, and then I gotta fill out this paperwork. They give me paperwork, and I have to fill out the numbers that I gave them, and I have to put my name, my company name, and it just shows rules and you know, um, you know, says no trash. Don't be throwing trash. Yeah. As soon as you leave this property, this load is in your hands. Your responsibility. So, yep. I still got that freaking stupid fat zit. Oh, there we go. I felt that. Ooh. Yeah, that's a weird one. Ugly. Sorry, guys. We're waiting in line. So, thanks, baby. Guys, I wonder if I can play Roblox while I don't know if you guys, I don't know if you guys ever played Roblox, but it's a pedophiles game. Literally, pedophiles have been caught um, using that game. So, but I don't. I just play it just to play. And I kill zombies and fight bad guys. So I'm gonna play. I don't know if you guys ever play this. It's Roblox. It the app looks like, I don't know. It's like a little triangle, but type in Roblox and then Survivor and kill the killers in Area 51. It is it's a pretty fun game. I wonder if you guys can play from the angle that I'm at. Roblox have found themselves in a huge controversy because they don't protect their users because of they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Wait, did it kick me out? No, no, no. It almost kicked me out. Hold on. Is my controller connected to my phone, and then I pressed a couple buttons and it went to another screen. Okay, it's working. Let me see if I sign up, and then I'm gonna show you guys stupid thing. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm sorry. And then log back here. Okay. Baby, if you want to play, we can play. But if anyone wants to play, you can join us too. Let me see. Okay. I wonder if I can set it up. Here, let me set it up properly. And then I'm going to show you guys through the video. Anytime now, these guys can pull up, and I'm going to have to, like, just leave. Because, but let me see if I can set it up here. All right. Oh, damn it. How's that? Wait. Hold on, guys. Damn. It's a weird one because I can't really get the right angle. What about here? Boom. Oh, no. How's that, guys? Can you guys see? Of course. Damn it, I had to pull up. Wait. There's some activity. I don't know if these guys are trying to. I'm not sure if they're going to have me go up or. But something's happening here. Okay. I guess pull up more? That's freaking weird. Hold on. Yeah, I'm not too sure what happened there, but They had me pull up. I don't know. It's too uncomfortable with the phone propped up like that, unfortunately. But let me see if I can get it another way. Like that? No. This? Like this. Oh my gosh, that screen is hideous. How dirty is this screen, guys? Yeah, it's a bad one. Yeah, with this Roblox, it's one of those games where you start out and it's super like not goofy. It's yeah, like almost like a meme. It's a game for children, and it's like goofy at first, but then you start playing, and you're like, okay, all right, this is a little bit more serious. Like there's a whole fan base for it. Oh, but yeah, it's I I play it with my wife sometimes, and yeah, her and I get down. Let me know down below, guys, if you guys ever played this. It's a child's game, but it's fun. It's sort of like when grown people go to Disneyland, and you get the grown-ups enjoying it more than the kiddos. It's one of those things. I truly believe, like even my dad said when he was older, as a 50-year-old man, he said, yeah, you can never get that child out of a grown-up, you know, man or a woman. That childlike, um, the childlike characteristics is in there somewhere in the body, somewhere in the psyche. Even Jesus said, I don't remember the exact verse verbatim, but I know it's somewhere along the lines of, um, "Believe me when I tell you, if you don't become a child in your heart, then you won't enter into the kingdom of heaven." Something along those lines. Uh, yeah, I think there's some truth to that. I think being humble is um, being humble in your knowledge and what you know, and uh, yeah, I think it's huge. So yeah, that's why I play Roblox. Having that childlike attitude, it's in all of us. Let me know down below, guys. What do you have? Do you have like I mean, most of my demographic is 40 years old, right? So I mean, if you have a 40-year-old person, like, what do you do to make you feel young? You know, do you go to Disneyland every year? Do you have like a car? Like that's why my dad said that, because he has a sports car, and the sports car made him feel young. You know, so he was kind of explaining that like like the sports car is like his toy car. So he would go out and drive it and be like a little boy with a new bike. Oh shoot, I'm gonna freaking die. Nice. You see this? If you guys can see my character, it's just green. And then I go here, press B, and I got body armor. How cool is that? Yeah. Yeah, it's a super simple game, but it's super fun. And a lot of people, oh my gosh, I almost died. A lot of people play this game and look at it like this is for children, but it's a simplicity that is intriguing to me. I don't know who that is. Is that you, baby? Oh no! Oh, I think that was my wife. Yeah. Yeah, guys, this is it's a fun game for the kiddos and you guys can play it with your significant other. You know, it's one of those games you guys can play together. Okay, all right, all right. Oh yeah. Oh, that. See. Oh no, I'm gonna die. Shoot, I that's a problem with the YouTube is that I don't want to get demonetized with the sound effects. So I'm not talking crap YouTube. I'm just saying it'd be very nice if we can play music every now and again. Oh, damn it. Yeah, guys, if you guys ever play this game, I highly recommend getting a controller. You know, it's one of those games where you can play it on the iPad just with your fingers, but honestly, it's better off with just getting the controller. This controller I got, let me show you actually. This controller, Nixon, I think. You get it in Best Buy. It's like 20 bucks, 30 bucks. You can even use a PlayStation controller and an Xbox controller. It's a little bit more difficult to connect it to, but uh it's still fun. Come on, thing. Yeah. And guys, the lore in this game, in this one specifically, is very ominous. Let me know down below what you guys if you guys know about the lore, but it's something about this nuclear bomb and turned a bunch of people in, typical story, right? Turn everyone into zombies. We're all gooey now, and I don't know. It's giving it's giving Minecraft mixed with Jimmy Neutron. Oh yeah, and they like bootleg Sonic. Look. Oh shoot. Oh yeah. They have Sonic in here. They have like random Freddy and Jason. They have like weird characters that are just so random. They got a floating cat. Oh my gosh. Yeah, guys, if you ever play this game, let me know. It's super fun. And you guys, I'll give you my gamer tag and you guys can hop on. Let me, oh my gosh. Come on, thing. Oh yeah, I'm still waiting in line. Let me know, guys, if you guys played this game before. Come on, thing. Oh, damn it. It's called Roblox. It's like Minecraft slash Legos slash, you know, it's very cartoony. You can see I have just like, I'm like a square, but it's fun. Wow, not even worth coming here. Yeah, not even worth it. Oh no, I'm sorry, guy. I didn't know you were sorry. I don't know. I think he was just gathering up all the evil guys. Shoot, I shouldn't have killed him because he had a bunch of them. Yeah, that was my bad. Okay, so he is killing him. Hmm. Yeah, guys, this game is called Roblox. Download it and then we can play together. I'll give you the gamer's tag. Me and my wife are playing. Oh no, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Oh my gosh. I don't know how I did not die there. I think I gotta pull up. Let me oh my gosh. Yeah, never mind. We're good. Hey guys, yeah, download this game, Roblox. It's free, and then we can play together and we can have friendship time. You see, I got a gun and bulletproof vest. We can be friends. Friendship. It's a very simple game, but it's fun. Okay. I might have to go at some point. Oh my gosh. I don't want to get demonetized, and so I'm gonna try to put on the music. If I get demonetized, it is what it is. I'll battle it in court, and I'll get Jimmy McGill. Oh my gosh. This is the problem with this iPad. Oh my gosh, I almost died. It does take up a lot of it's very reflective, so I can see the background on my iPad, and I'm afraid you guys can see it on the screen too. Yeah, guys, I'm a truck driver and I'm on break right now. Well, I'm actually waiting in line for my next load, and and yeah, I'm playing a game. It's called Roblox. If you guys download it, and I'll give you the gamers tag, and you guys can join. It's for free. iPad, Apple, Android. It's a very simple game. Oh my gosh, this guy. What the hell is that? No good. Hold on, guys. Okay, it should be good. One second. Okay. Oh my gosh, they're strong. I'm gonna write that down actually, because I'm gonna have to use that number later. Ah, damn it. Come on. What the? Oh my god, I freaking die. Get out of my face. What the heck? Oh, dude, you keep pressing teleportation. It's open. Let me see. Which one should I? Oh, this one, the P90. Come on, thing. Whoa. Thanks, friend. Saved my life. Why isn't it opening? Oh, there you go. Let's go, buddy. Together. What? No friendship time? I'm gonna do this gun right here. Honestly, I just pick whatever gun. Most of them are just random. Just do the machine guns. Did you guys remember the number? I think it was 50955. Run! Oh my God! Get out of my face! Run! 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 And then I got this little alien here. Kill him. All right. Well, I think I got all the guns I would need to go into the hard area. Come on! Die! Damn. Oh, come on, thing. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Oh, I died. Damn. Guys, I went pretty far though. I went pretty far. Sorry, guys. Mm, I'm eating a piece of chicken. Do you guys eat chicken? Mm. How's my fade? Oh yeah, that is pretty nice. What about the other side? Oh yeah, I have a fat head. Just seeing it from this angle, I have a fat head. Okay, be quiet. I I couldn't imagine when I had all my hair, how big my head looked like. I wish I could prop up a movie or something, but I think I'll get demonetized for that. Or let me see if I can do something here. I'll do something productive. All right. Since I'm a Christian and I'm trying to be a biblical man, I'm gonna read some passages in the Bible. I just typed in some of the best parables in the Bible. I'm not a good reader, by the way. Luke 15:11-32, also known as the loving Father. This story highlights unconditional love, repentance, and God's joyful forgiveness. The Good Samaritan. Luke 10:25-37 defines neighbor as anyone in need, highlighting compassion over religious rituals. Yeah, that's one thing that the synagogue, synagogue is the Jewish church that at the time they were very law and rule oriented. These are the laws. This is what God demands us, and it's sort of like, you know, if you were to kill somebody from self defense, by law you should be trialed because you killed somebody, no matter what. You killed somebody because someone was, you know, trying to be careful here. I don't want to get demonetized. Let's say you took someone out because someone was doing something not very nice to your wife, so you killed them, right? By law, you murdered somebody. You should be trialed for murder. But someone who's reasonable would say someone who's has a wife and would understand how love works sometimes, and you're just like, listen, I'm defending my wife. You know, I'm standing up for what's right. And a lot of radical religious people, and at the time when Jesus was around, the um, the synagogue, the church leaders at the time looked at Jesus as blasphemous. Mm. It's like no matter. Doesn't matter who you are, you broke these rules. And Jesus is like, where's your compassion? Where's your love? You know, rules are fine and all that, but right now, love should overwrite the rules. And the leaders of the synagogues at the time didn't really understand that, so they hung him on the cross. Um, the sower, Matthew 13:1-23, illustrates how different people receive the message of the kingdom of God. Blessed on the soil of their hearts. Let me actually look up real. Let me see if I can find the lost sheep. Luke 15:1-7 demonstrates God's um, personal love and pursuit of individualism. Celebrates the return of one sinner. I think it's a parable that he uses, that he said, if you have a herd of sheep, and that herd is going, and one goes out and does his own thing, and he's alone, and he goes out into the mountains by himself, and God said, wouldn't you go after him? If you have the whole herd of sheep and one leaves the group, you're commanded and obligated to go get that one sheep. It's sort of like what he says about one child. If you have multiple children and one child is suffering, you should, the one that's suffering, you should really put focus on him. Pay attention to him. So, um, the rich fool, Luke 12:13-21, warns against the materialism, embracing that the true wealth is found in being rich towards God. Um, the 10 virgins, Matthew 25:1-13, highlights the need for spiritual, um, I don't know those words, readiness and vigilance, readiness and vigilance to for the preparation of the return of Christ. Wise, the wise and foolish builders, Matthew 7:24-27, embraces that hearing God's word is not enough. It must be followed by actions, building on solid ground. Um, unforgiving servant, Matthew 18:23-35, a strong teaching of necessity of extending the same forgiveness to others that one has received from God. See if I can find actual passages. I mean, those parables just sums up the passage that you. That's why it's saying Matthew 23:24 or whatever, because um, it just shows. It doesn't actually show the verse. It just shows the summing up the verse. Okay, I actually found real verses. Those are just like um sorry, give me 1 second. All right. John 16:33. In the world you will have tribulation, but take heart, I will overcome the world. Even death, even in death. We're gonna die in this world, but even in death we'll be redeemed. Uh Elijah 41:10. So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous hand. my righteous right hand. Philippians 4, 6, 7. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and pentation, pentention. I'm a horrible reader. I'm sorry, guys. Uh, with thanksgiving, present your request to God, and the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guide your hearts and your minds in Jesus Christ. Um, Psalms 34, 4, 5. I sought the Lord, and he answered me and delivered me from all my fears. Those who look to him are rat radiant. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Um, and their faces shall never be ashamed. Oh, taste and the see, oh taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man who takes refuge in him. Romans 8:28. And we know that for those who love God, all things work together for good, for those who are called according to his purpose. Mm, I think this one's a good one. Matthew 6:31, 35. So do not worry, saying, so do not worry, saying, what shall we eat? Or what shall we drink? Or what shall we wear? For the pagans are, it's like a religion believing in multiple gods, you know? For the pagans run after all these things, and your heavenly Father knows that you need them. But seek first his kingdom, his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble on its own. I think before or after this verse, he talks about how, like, look at the birds. Look how, like, all they do is fly around and they're not worried about what they're going to eat. They're not worried about what they're going to wear, but they're not worried about, hope where they're going to go to sleep tonight. They just land where they land and go to sleep. Those fat birds, you know? So they're not worried about any of those things. And then he says, aren't you better than these birds? Aren't you more righteous than these birds? You're worth more than these animals. And they're not worried about it. So, and um yeah, so it's interesting. Proverbs 3, 5, 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make straight your path. Yep, yep, yep. I want to find actual, like, long verses. It's like jumping from one part of the Bible and another part. Oh my gosh, come on, thing. Okay. Jeremiah 29:11. For I know, wait, these are inspirational uh Bible verses. So I need all the inspiration I can get. So I think uh these are just more. almost motivating verses in the Bible. Yeah. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and hope. Be strong and courageous. Do not fear or be in dread of them. For it is the Lord your God who goes with you. He will not leave you or forsake you. Um, Corinthians 2, 4, 16, 18. I don't know if he's coming up to me or no. So we do not lose heart. We do not lose heart. Though our outer self is wasted away, our inner self is being renewed day by day. For the light momentarily affliction is preparing us. Sorry, I just spit all over the place. Is preparing for us an internal weight of glory beyond all comparison. I'm a horrible reader. I'm sorry. As we look, do not as we look not to the things that are seen, but the things that are unseen. For the things that are seen are tran- transit, and for things that are unseen are eternal. Yeah, I might be next in line here. Okay, I'm going to read one of the most important books in the Bible. I mean, they're all important, really, but one of the most inspirational books in the Bible, the book of Job. Um, I think Job, if I remember, because I get confused between Lot and Job for some reason. Um, one of them had, I don't know if his book of Job, but he had a farm, he had a bunch of children, he had a wife, he had everything, and I think the devil went up to God and said that Job only likes you because you give him everything, and I bet you if I took everything that he owns, that he would forget about you. So God said, okay, give it your best shot, but you cannot touch him. You can't kill him. You know, you can affect everything around him, but you can't kill him. And the whole time, obviously the devil went after Job. You know, took took his took his wife, took his family, um, gave him famines. Like his farm just wasted away. All of his animals died, and he still had hope. Job still had hope. Yeah. So I think it's the book of Job that is about that. So uh prologue. Hold on. Oh man, give me 1 second. All right. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can fix this. Okay. All right. All right. I'm gonna read the book of Job. Wait. I'm not a good reader. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm not even trying to be funny. In high school, I had a fourth grade reading level. It is what it is. It's all right. I'm not, I'm not belittling myself. I'm a child of God. It's gonna be all right. So I evidently all I got to do is just believe in God. I don't have to even millionaires are they don't have the highest IQ. Let's put it that way. So pro league, uh, Job won. Is the in the land of Uz, it's literally spelled U-Z. There lived there lived a man who name was Job or Job. This man was blameless, upright. He feared God and shunned evil. He had 7 sons and 3 daughters, and he owned 7,000 sheep, 3,000 camels, 500 yoke of oxen, 500 donkeys, and a large number of servants. I think I'm next. Yeah, I gotta pull up. Give me 1 second. Sorry, guys. I gotta pull up a little bit. This Pete right here is nice. That's a nice Pete. All right, get back to the Bible. Okay. This is what's crazy about the Bible. They said he had 7 sons, 3 daughters, thousands of sheep, thousands of camels, oxen, yoke of oxen. I don't know what that is. 500 donkeys, a number of servants. Like, if someone were to make up a story, why would they specifically say 3,000 this, 5,000 that, 7,000 this, 7,000? It's just like, that's such an arbitrary thing to say. Like, immediately, like the Bible, there's this thing in literature. It's called linguistics, where you read the story itself will tell you the context. So I mean, the story it doesn't start once upon a time in a land far, far away. It doesn't start like that. It starts there's a man. He is this. He had that, and he's from here. Like that's like that right there just tells you fundamentally it's a true story. You know. So maybe we can throw in a little bit of miracles here and there, Um, and because I know God does miracle things, but evidently it's a supernatural story for sure. But I believe in supernatural events. I believe God walked on water. I believe He turned you know water into wine. So, anyways, uh, 500 yoke of oxen, 500 donkeys, a large number of servants. He was the greatest man among all the people of the East. His sons used to hold feasts. I'm sorry, I'm not a good reader. His sons used to hold feasts in their homes and their birthdays, and they would invite their three sisters to eat and drink with them. When a period of feasting had run its course, Job would make arrangements for them to be purified. Early in the morning, he would sacrifice a burnt offering for each of them, thinking, perhaps my children have sinned and cursed God in their hearts. This was Job's regular custom. One day the angel came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan also came with them. The Lord said to Satan, where have you come from? Satan answered, Satan answered to the Lord, from roaming throughout the earth, going back and forth on it. From roaming throughout the earth, going back and forth on it. Meaning, at one point, God, I don't know if it's in this verse or not, but at one point, God does refer to Satan as a roaring lion, plow, pacing back and forth around the earth. He said that. And then there's this part, roaming throughout the earth, going back and forth on it. So God never said that Satan is just some guy, No, He said he's a lion. He's here for destruction. He is anticipating our fall. You know, going back and forth on it. It's like I don't know if you guys ever seen UFC fighters preparing for a fight, but they're pacing back and forth. Like a lion, like behind a cage, and there's that anticipation, like, come on, put me out there already, like, and it's an incredibly, like, it's a strong feeling. Um, but yeah, so that's what Satan is doing that. Satan answered to the Lord, roaming throughout the earth, going back and forth on it. Then the Lord said to Satan, have you considered my servant Job? There is no one on earth like him. He is blameless and right and upright, a man who fears God and shuns evil. Does Job fear God for nothing? Satan replied. Does Job fear God for nothing? Satan replied. Have you not put a hinge, hodge, I'm not sure that word, around him in his household and everything he has? You have blessed the work of his hands, so that his flocks and herd are spread throughout the land. But now stretch out your hand and strike everything he has, and he will surely curse you to your face. That's what Satan said to God. Yeah, it's pretty crazy to say something like that to God. But the Lord said to Satan, very well then, everything he has is in your power, but on the man himself do not lay a finger. You know, when I did MMA, the very first time I was 15 years old when I used to fight. And my dad would tell my mom was fiercely against it. And my dad was like, let him do it. You got to let him do it. But when I told him I want to train, I started training, and about 6 months later, I took my first fight. And my dad was like, "Okay, all right, maybe the fighting might be a bit too much. I mean, you can train, but fight? Yeah, I don't think so." I'm like, "Come on, dad." And he's like, And then my mom told him, like, "See, I told you, like, you shouldn't have let him do this." Eventually, I fought and stuff, and we're good. But I have met. My mom was friends with this woman, uh, a Mexican lady, and she looked at my mom like, "You crazy as hell for letting your son fight. Like, what are you talking about? You're letting him fight." My mom was like, "Well, that's his choice. That's what he wants to do. I was against it, but that's his choice." Mexican moms, they're crazy. They're super defensive. But my mom eventually just kind of gave in. She's like, "Fine, I guess." But her friend was like, "There's no fine. Like, absolutely not. Never and ever would he fight. My son would fight." So, sort of like this, God letting Satan, um, well, for a brief moment, like overcome our life. It's, you don't know good from bad unless you experience bad, right? So, yeah. Uh, then Satan went out from the presence of the Lord one day when Job's son and daughters were feasting and drinking wine at the oldest brother's house. A message came from Job and said, "The ox were plowing and the donkeys were grazing nearby." And a Sabines the Sabines attacked and made off with them. They put the servants to the sword, and I am the only one who has escaped to tell you. I'm guessing the Sabines are a group of people that went out and took his donkeys and killed his workers. Is what I'm guessing. That's what it is. While he was still speaking, another messenger came and said, "The fire of God fell from the heavens and burned up the sheep and the servants, and I am the only one who has escaped to tell you." A fire killed the sheep. That's crazy. While he was speaking, another messenger came and said, "The Chaldeans formed three raiding parties and swooped down on your camels and made off with them. They put the servants to the sword, and I am the only one who escaped to tell you." So in one go, they said your sheep died, someone took your donkeys, your cattle, your sheep caught on fire. That's probably like the worst message you can get in that moment. Wow. And this is the last one I think. But while he was still speaking, yet another messenger came and said, "Your sons and daughters were feasting and drinking wine at the oldest brother's house, when suddenly a mighty wind swept in from the desert and struck the four corners of the house. It collapsed on them, and they are dead. And I'm the only one who escaped to tell you." At this point, Job got up, tore his robe, and shaved his head, and then fell to the ground and worshiped. Oh my gosh. Uh, Naked I came from my mother's womb, naked I will depart. The Lord gave. The Lord gave. My gosh. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Um, the Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. May the name of the Lord be praised. In all this, Job did not sin by charging God with wrongdoing. All right. Sorry, I had to reconnect back to the hotspot and Yeah. So I'm back on. Uh, Job 2. On another day, the angels came to the presence them to present themselves to the Lord. Satan, Satan is an angel. I mean, I know that's people have said that, but like to call Satan an angel, it almost sounds a little blasphemous to me. Like, why would you call him an angel? But that's what he is, you know? I would just say like Satan is the devil, or whatever. So it's like I would say he's a demon, but he's like a and this is even blasphemous to say, he's like a demon god, you know? And if we met angels, they would might as well be gods to us. So there's a hierarchy to heaven. There's levels to heaven. So Satan is he's an angel. Uh but yeah, that's what they say. So anyways, on another day the angels came to present themselves to the Lord, and Satan also came with them to present himself before him. The Lord said to Satan, "Where have you came from? Where have you come from?" Satan answered the Lord, "Roaming throughout the earth, going back and forth on it." The Lord said to Satan, "Have you considered?" Maybe I already read that part. Hmm. Yeah, I think I read that part. All right, my bad. Job speaks. Oh yeah, so Job, uh, family died, son and daughter died, the sheep died, everyone's dead, right? It was cattle, just all of it's gone. So then Job shaved his head, took off his clothes, got naked before God, got on his knees, and praised the Lord. Um, and he's probably yelling, you know. After this, Job opened his mouth and cursed the day of his birth. He said, "May the day of my birth perish, and the night that said a boy is conceived. The day may it turn to darkness. May God above not care about it. Uh, may no light shine on it." So he's cursing his the day that he was born. And he said, "May God not care about it to his birth." Wow. May the gloom and un untaker darkness claim it on once more. May a cloud settle over it. May blackness overwhelm it. May night, sorry, that night may thicken darkness seize it. Um, may it not be included amongst the days of the year, nor be entered in any of the months. May that night be burden. May no shout of joy heard in it. Um, why? And then he says he just keeps cursing it. And may may its morning star be black. May be dark. Sorry. May it wait for daylight in vain, and not see first rays of dawn. For it did not shut the doors of the womb on me to hide troubles from my eyes. Why did I not perish at birth and die as I came from the womb? He's like saying he wished he was dead and he should have died at birth. Like, that's super dark to say. What I feared has came upon me. What I dread has happened to me. I have no peace, no quietness. I have no rest, only turmoil. Okay, I'm gonna go Job 4. Um, I don't even know that word. Alephase, Alephese. Anytime now, I might be up next. But anyways, uh, if someone ventures a word with you, will you be impatient? I don't know if I'm reading it right. Hold on. Okay. I don't know. It's all quotes from here on out. So I wish I had the physical book because I think this website is like being a little weird on me for some reason. Um, if someone ventures a word with you, would you be impatient? But who can keep from speaking? Think how I have inst- instructed many, have how you have strengthened feeble hands. Your words have supported those who stumbled. You have strengthened uh, faltered knees, but now trouble comes to you, and you are discouraged. It strikes you, and you are dismayed. Should not your petty be your confidence, and your blameless ways your hope? Yeah, I'm not a good reader. I'm sorry, guys. Let me skip ahead a little bit. Damn, it's like all quotes. I think this is like God talking to Job. That's why I'm getting a little confused because it goes from like quote to no quote, and they have a couple words, and then quote. This is like Hebrew and Greek translated into Latin, translated into Roman, translated into English. So it's a tough one. So consider now who being innocent has ever perished. Consider now who being innocent has ever perished. Where were the upside? Where were the upright ever destroyed? As as I have obeyed those who plow evil and those who sought trouble repent repeated. At the breath of God they perished. At the blast of his anger they are no more. The lions may roar and growl, yet the teeth of the greatest lions are broken. The lion perishes for lack of prey, and the cub of the lioness are scattered. A word was secretly brought to me. My ears caught a whisper of it. Amid disquieting dreams in the night, when deep sleep falls on people, fear and trembling seized me and made all my bones shake. The spirit uh, glibed past my face, glad past my face, and the hair on my body stood on end. It stopped, but I could not tell what was a form. I could not tell what it was. Sorry. See, this is like the way it's structured. It's there's like a period, and then there's a comma, and then there's like two dots above each other. It's just kind of weird. Um, A form stood before my eyes and heard a hushed voice. Can a moral be more righteous than God? Can even a strong man be more pure than his maker? If God placed no trust in his servants, if he changes his angels with error, how much more those who live in the houses of clay, whose foundations are in the dust, who are crushed more rapidly than a moth. Between dawn and dusk, they are broken to pieces. Unnoticed, they perished forever. Are not the cords of their tent pulled up so that they die without wisdom? Man, this is a tough one. It's a tough read. Like it's inspirational, and there's some things like even the one that I like is like even like the best lions, their teeth are broken, you know? So it's a tough read though. Sometimes I'm just like, what am I reading here, you know? But I'm kind of getting it. Okay, Job 5. Call if you will, but who will answer you? To which of the whole to which of the holy ones will you return? Resentment kills fool. Resentment kills a fool, and envy slays the simple. Resentment kills a fool, and envy slays the simple. I've never heard of that before. Like that's such a like if you really like sit and think about that, like that's such uh, uh a crazy statement. I'm yeah, I'm like speechless. I don't even know how to describe it, you know? God ate. Let's put it that way. God ate. Um, I myself have seen a fool taken root, but suddenly his house was cursed. His children are far from safety, crushed in court without a defender. The hungry consume his harvest, taken it even from amongst thorns, and the thirsty pant paint after his wealth. For hardship does not spring from the soil, nor does it trouble sprout from the ground. For hardship does not spring from the soil, nor does it trouble sprout from the ground. Hmm. Yet man is born to trouble, as surely as sparks fly upward. That's almost like those are like statements because now they have quotes. It looks like now Job is talking to God. I really wish they had like this is what Job said, and then God said this, and then Job said that, and I'm like, because there's like little quotes, and then there's like no quotes, but I don't know who's speaking. Again, as a linguistic, you should like know the context. That wait, if 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 there's a verse that seems like, hey, you got to learn and you need to like submit to God. If it said that, then like, okay, well that's God saying that because of the context. But if it's someone saying like you should have just killed me at birth or whatever. It's like, well, then that's Job, you know. So you got to really like look at the context of the statement, and then you know, then you'll know. Which for me, it's the Bible has always been difficult for me to read at times. Anyways, um, quote. I'm at Job 8, by the way. Job 5:8. But if I were you, I would plead to God. I would lay my cause before him. Oh my gosh, hold on, sorry guys. Hopefully that's good. That's good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Sorry. Okay. If I were you, I would plead to God. I would lay my cause before him. He performs wonders that could not be fathomed, miracles that cannot be counted. By the way, at one point, Job is so distraught and so horrified for what he's going through that he gets on his knees and he pleads to God. And I think he gets viruses all over his body. He gets warts and stuff. And he's so angry and so sad. And his buddies, he had a couple friends, and his friends came up to him and they said to him, "This is your fault." And Job was like, "Why?" And he's like, "You must have done something to displease God." And this is where that whole thing, like God works in mysterious ways. And I know a lot of people don't like those type of quotes, but how can you not use that quote in a situation like this? The mysterious way isn't, well, he's just randomly attacking Job just because, he just needs a little curveball in his life. It's like, no, he did good. He's strong. God knew what he's capable of. He's been faithful. He what did he say? He was upright and righteous, right? And God said, like, okay, give it your best shot. And to show Satan, no matter what you put this guy, what you put him through, he would still believe in me. So God knows what you're capable of, you know. So it's you know, partially it's to show Satan, like, you can't touch my children. Like, you can do whatever you want to them, and they still would be faithful to me. And part is to show Job, like, listen, you good things are coming your way. When you suffer well, good things come your way. Um, so anyways, he provides rain for the earth. He sends water on the countryside. Uh, the lowly he sets on high, and those who mourn are lifted to safety. Um, uh, he thwarts the plans of the crafty so that their hands achieve no success. I think at one point someone said that Satan is crafty. So that's why God uses the word, he thwarts the plans of the crafty so that their hands achieve no success. You know, to be I don't know if you guys ever heard, like, when you hear like finance guys and they're always like, you need 5 different forms of income. And you're like, five? Mother, I can only have one. Like, I have to work my 9 to 5, and that's the only way I know how to make money. It's like, well, you got to figure it out. It's like, how? Okay, what do you do? Invest, real estate, so vague, right? Buy and sell stocks. You know, buy a house and then buy another house and then sell the other house. It's like always like these things, and it's like 5 different forms, and then own a business too. And it's like, all right, I don't know what you're doing, but it almost does seem crafty. It almost does seem like a little creative. Like, okay, if you truly got 5 different forms of income, which, by the way, I've heard multiple finance guys that do, they always have different multiple forms of income. I don't know how they do it, but you got to be a little creative. Also, to be a businessman, you don't think that they're a little crafty? There's this one guy. He uh he was uh he was a part of he was like an HR guy, or what is that word? Consultation? No. When you, like, if you have a business, you hire an outside person to come in, and they're not an employee, but you hired them to sort of um make the business a little bit better, function a little bit better. Uh, Counselor or something, whatever it is. Um, he was one of those guys for Fortune 500 companies, and so he said, when you're going in Amazon and Walmart and like big corporations where the headquarters are at, and they're showing you like typical from the movies, right? Like they have the people, the media team, the marketing team, you got the shareholder team, and you got this big business meeting, and they have all these graphs with all the data, and have the like, oh, this month it went 25% after we did this social media stunt, like it went 25% up on the market, whatever it is. That this guy, he said most of those people, when they're presenting like their PowerPoint with all the data, that most of them, they're bullshitting at the time. They're lying that, oh, we're ahead of the stock market, the media team, and we showed on the data graph that it went 25% when we put this TikTok up, when it was like complete bullshit. And they said that you can lie your way to success. You got to be crafty. You got to be crafty for that. So if God says he thwarts the plans of the crafty, you know, uh, being crafty, it can be demonic. You got to make up a plan. You got to make up your lies. So I don't know if that makes sense. I'm just saying, like, what I'm saying about all the whole Fortune 500 company guys is that to be a millionaire, you got to be a little crafty. You know, you got to be a little creative on how to make your money. And yeah. So I'm not saying it's not like, if you are crafty to become a business owner, that if you lie to become a business owner, that you're gonna burn in hell for the rest of your term. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, to be creative, you got to be, you know, you got to trust in your own instincts sometimes, and it can lead you down the wrong path. Our own instincts are limited to our understanding. It might work out short term, but long term, no bueno. Anyways, he catches the wise in their craftiness, and the schemes of the wily are swept away. Darkness comes up upon them in the daytime. At noon, they gorp. Oh, shoot. Okay, I thought I was next. They grop as in the night. He saves the needy from the sword in their mouth. He saved them from the clutches of the powerful. So the poor has so the poor have hope, and injustice shuts its mouth. That's crazy. Um, I think this is his buddy saying that to Job. Anyways, blessed, blessed is the one whom God corrects. So do not despise the discipline of the Almighty. Man, I don't know who's saying this. I'm thinking it's Job's friend, but he ate. He ate. Do not despise the discipline of the Almighty. That is such a powerful statement that sometimes we get checked or humbled, or get disciplined from God, and we get pissed. And yeah, for he for he wounds, but also binds up his injuries, but his hand also heals. For 6 Chaldeans he will rescue you. In 7 no harm will touch you. In famine he will deliver you from death, and in the battle from the stroke of the sword you will be protected from the lash of the tongue, and need not fear from destruction comes. You will laugh at the destruction and famine, and um, you will laugh at the destruction and famine, and um, and need not fear the wild animals, for you will have covenant with the stones of the field, and the wild animals will be at peace with you. You will know that your tent is sacred, secured. Gosh, guys, I'm so sorry. I'm a horrible reader. Uh, you will take stock of your property and find nothing missing, and your descendants, like the grass of the earth, you will come from the grave in full vigor, like sheaves gathered in season. We have examined this, and it is true. So hear it and apply it to yourself. Then Job replied. See, this is what I wanted. I wanted the whole Job versus this character versus God. Maybe I missed a couple, but there are real um, theologists that sort of give real. They know everything. Anyways, then Job replied, "If only my anguish could be weighted, and all my misery be placed on the scales." I think I'm next here. I think I'm next. I could be next. It would surely outweigh the sand of the seas. No wonder my wounds have been impetuous. The arrows of the Almighty are in me. My spirit drinks in their poison. God's terror are uh, marshaled against me. Marshaled against me. Does a wild donkey bray when it has grass, or an ox below when it has folder, the tasteless food eaten without salt? Or is there flavor in the sop of the mellow? I refuse to touch it. Such food makes me ill. Oh, that I might have my request, that God would grant what I have hoped for, that God will be willing to crush me, to let loose the hands and cut off my life. Then I would still have consolation, my joy in unrelenting pain, that I have denied the wounds of the Holy One. Man, let me I gotta do something real quick, but yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy how that all. Yeah, I gotta turn on the truck. All right. Sorry, guys. I had to get some eggs, but yeah, I might be next in line here, so we'll see. I think I'm next, hopefully, and I'm not next. This is how it is. Let me show you guys. The guy pulls up. Sorry, I know that thing's probably in the way. This guy pulls up, and then whoever is next in line goes up. If he pulls up in front of you and he waves over, then you just follow him. See? Yeah. I'll be next in a little bit.